Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a look inspired by one of my favorite Halloween movie characters of all time, Beetlejuice. Did you know it only took Michael Keaton 2 weeks from start to finish to shoot all his scenes for this movie? That's how little he's actually in it, but it's still called Beetlejuice. So we're going to start with a foundation that is too pale for me. This is the Colourpop one because Beetlejuice is very dead and very pale. So we're just going to apply this foundation all over my face with my makeup sponge, blending it out as we go. And then I'm going to put concealer in all the usual highlight areas under my eyes, on my eyelids, not up my nose, but like up, you know what I mean, on my forehead, my upper lip, and then on my chin. Then we're going to go ahead and blend all that out with my sponge. And then we're going to set under my eyes heavily with a lot of powder so that it can catch any fallout if I happen to make a mess when we're doing my eyes. Don't forget to set your top of your eyes as well, your mobile lid. And then for eyeshadow, we're pretty much exclusively using this brown brush palette today. So I'm starting off with this reddy purpley color on a fluffy brush and fluffing it all through my crease and then making sure I go under my eyes as well. And we're going to use this brush for a lot of my eyes today. So start with this reddy purpley color and then we'll move on to a sort of like a light muted purple color and basically do the same thing. Now we're going to move into this super bright purple color here that's got a lot of pink in it. And we're going to do the same thing. Fluff that into the crease with the other shades, blending as we go. And then we're going to move into the deepest purple shade here with a smaller, skinnier brush. This is the e.l.f. crease brush. And we're just going to really shove this into our eye crease. And then if we have any extra blending to do, we're going to do it with that first brush that we used. Then going into one of the matte black shades in this palette. The black shades in this palette are not very super dark. They're quite easy to work with, actually. And this same brush, I'm just going to pinch the bristles so that they're extra small, and then really shove it like right into my eye socket, like right under the bone, so that we get very focused darkness there, and then blend it out with the original blue fluffy brush that we were using. Now we're going to take that deep purple shade on the flat end of this brush, and we're going to create like a halo eye. So we're going to come into the sides, the top, and the edge, the outside edge of my eyelid, leaving a space in the middle for color after. And then we're going to just dip back into that black shade that we used to help deepen up the edges of this halo eye. Now I know this next palette is discontinued, but I'm pretty sure these shades exist on their own. So I'm going to go into the Urban Decay Shadow Box palette and use the shade Tornado in that space that I left. Now the issue was Tornado wasn't light enough or bright enough, so then I ended up sticking my finger into the shade Flash, which is also in this palette, to kind of help brighten that up, and then that worked perfectly. So that gave me the right sort of lightness in the middle of my eyelid that I was looking for. I'm just going to dust off all the extra powder that was under my eye, and then going back into this crown brush palette, I'm going to take this gray shade at the top here and use it to fill in my eyebrows. I am going to be wearing like a gray white wig at the end of this, so I promise it makes sense. As it turns out, the shade below that one, this sort of gray-brown shade, gray taupey shade, I guess, is a really great contour shade for this look. So I'm just going to go into that one and contour my cheeks, contour that gross double chin, look at that, ugh, and then contour my forehead and my nose with it as well. Now using this Estate highlighter that's sort of purpley that I got in my Yes or Yes box 1 month, I'm going to use this to highlight my cheekbones because it gives off that perfect sort of purpley reflect that we're going for. Really with a Beetlejuice look, as long as you have a lot of purple and a lot of green, that's all that matters. So using this just to highlight my cheeks, and then I'm also going to take this in my inner corners of my eye, and then we're just going to move on to the more basic eye stuff. I'm going to curl my lashes, put on mascara. Now I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Black Bean and just take that into my waterline, both on the top and the bottom, to really help darken things up. And then I'm going to take the deepest purple shade that we used on my eyes and just kind of use that to blend out the bottom of my lash line because I didn't do that enough before. And also to help blend out that black. And now I'm just going to put on some fake eyelashes. These are the same Ardell Double Demi Wispies, the magnetic ones that I've been wearing throughout the month of October. Now for lips, I'm just going to put on this lip color. This is Kat Von D Witches. And then I'm just going to, on top of it, take this Sephora cream lip stain that's like a dark purple shade and just kind of pop that in the center of my lip to create some light. And then you might have noticed that I said green and purple is the most important for Beetlejuice, and there's no green on my face yet. So I'm very excited for this next part. I bought this water activated paint, and I ripped the edges of these sponges, and then this is just a tub of water here, and I'm just going to spray the sponge, and you dip it into the water activated paint, and then I'm just going to press it into my skin. Now having ripped the bottom of the sponge means that it gives you sort of an uneven, more like a skin-like look. So that's what we're doing. So I did that side of my forehead, I'm doing this cheekbone, and then I do a little bit beside my mouth here. But then I was feeling it looked a little too perfect, like a little too just green. So then I dipped into the Crown Brush palette, into the brightest / darkest green, and a stipple brush, and added that to the green spots. And then I also dipped into one of the browns in the top row to add some dirt and some grossness to it as well. And the combination of adding the green and the brown really helped make it look the way Beetlejuice's look, but still glam, you know? We still look nice, we don't look quite as gross as he looks. Throw on a wig and a striped shirt, and that is the end of this Beetlejuice-inspired look. Like I said, I've always wanted to do a Beetlejuice-inspired look. There was actually one October a couple years ago where I watched Beetlejuice literally every day because that's how much I love this movie. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed already. And I'll see you next time. Bye!